Personally, I'm a big fan of Family Mart as well.
The staff there, it was so heartwarming. I've never met a client like that before. First, but in all the positive feedback. So if there's any problem, they will help me instead of I help them. They are very
Eqa is a Malaysian illustrator and graphic designer known for her whimsical, heartwarming art that brings everyday moments to life. With a background in graphic design and a degree from Management Science University, she combines her creative flair with personal experience as a devout mom and homemaker. Her work is filled with playful color, charming characters, and cozy visual storytelling, often seen in her coffee-themed reels and quickie merch drops. From posters and tote bag to planners and custom WhatsApp stickers, Eqa has collaborated with local brands like Family Mart and Dolly Dim Sum, turning her passion into delightful, tangible creations. Welcome to the Creator CEO Eqa.
Thank you, Jeff.
So your illustration has such a joyful and distinct style. How do you discover your visual voice and how did it evolve from the time that you started this journey?
You know, like when you were young, like we always exposing like anime. That was
Yes.
if you ask me, like that was my first art style actually. So, but eventually, like from like over the years, you know, you tend to feel like you want to find like more of yourself. So I kind of find that the simpler the better. So that's how I came up with. I play around with the colors and the vibrant colors, and actually most of my art it kind of reflects how I feel, like the joy of making the art.
Alright, so do you mind to share with us which is the animation
Oh,
or
like
the
a lot.
name of the
Back
that
when
inspired
it's
you?
like Sailor Moon, Kaketa
Wow,
Sakura.
it's classic.
Like Dragon Ball, those hair,
Alright,
you know, when
alright.
you do like that.
Yes.
So it was like
Right, so you
time
find
to-
it as a form to
yeah.
express
It's like
yourself.
we were exposed to a lot of cartoons back when, like Japanese cartoons, right? So eventually, time to time, we were like more of other cartoons came also. Then that's the time we discovered like okay, we trying to change our style eventually.
Yeah. Are you able to count how many times that you have basically like transformed your art style?
Oh my god.
Is
I think
it?
like a lot. You know, we
lot.
all been like try. You know, at first when you don't know what to draw, we always copy, right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
Disney
yeah.
cartoons and Looney Tunes and anime. So that's the
Define
start
a
of
style.
like eventually, yeah, like suddenly you turn into your own style. You know.
So as a mom and also a full-time homemakers, how do your personal experience influence the stories and also the emotions you express through your art?
As a mom and a homemaker, I kind of feel like I have a new perspective of how I see life now. So if you notice, like I really love draw Malaysian food. It's like because I appreciate food so much. So I kind of feel like did you know like Malaysian food like already have the art itself. If you take a look at Mee Kari, like example, I think like who created Mee Kari is a genius. I think they kind of draw first before they make Mee Kari. Because why?
So big fans of Mee Kari.
If you take a look, I mean like seriously, if you take a look at Mee Kari, they have like all the harmonious inside in one bowl. They have the tauge, they have the long beans, they have the fish cake, and the side of sambal. So
Yes.
everything, who would have thought it could be a color palette? Imagine. So I created to make it more simpler and cuter. Don't get me like another one with laksa.
Alright.
Who would thought like white color, green and red could be your color palette?
Alright, that's a very
Yeah.
interesting synonyms, right?
So that's how I
description.
get my idea.
So can you walk through us your creative process from the spark of an ideas to the final illustrations of the product?
My creative process. Usually they have like two types of clients, you know. Some they already know what they want. And some they don't know what they want, but they have the concept. So for me, like drawing is the easiest part actually, but the idea is the hardest part. To get what they want, we have to go through a lot of discussion, a lot of meet-up session, a lot of research to get it right. So for me, of course, we have to start with the sketching and the outline process and the coloring process. But the best part is for me is the end product. You know, you get to see your stuff become reality. the end product become like you printed.
Yes, from a
Yeah.
digital art and
Yeah.
then turns into something
Yeah.
tangible.
True.
You touch
And
it.
for me, like giving consultation for me is the most important key to them, because we need them to see in our perspective of creativeness, because they need us to see the creativity, right? So they need our eyes. So consultation is the best way to give comfort to the client.
Who is your best buddy in your creative
Oh.
career? And any of these, like your friends or your family's members or even your children?
My children, my husband is like the number one supporter also.
Oh, alright.
It's like I feel like it's a blessing to be here because they're the one who pushed me here.
Wow. What tools or mediums are you go to right now, and they have basically changed over the years as your style developed?
Yeah, I used to use Adobe Illustrator back when. But then over the time, I'm a homemaker, like you said. I'm a mom, and I cannot sit still. We have to do a lot of errands, right? So since Procreate app has introduced me, and it saves a lot of time. So if people ask me where's my office, I could say the world is my office. I can do a living room, the cafe, the park.
So you create it everywhere.
Yeah, it's like my
Yeah.
scenery is always changed, so it's never stress.
You basically have transformed your art into physical products like stickers, tote bag, and also planners. So when did you realize your work could be a business? What was the journey like?
Back when, around like 8 years ago, I used to sell people's merchandise like fan art, button bags, sticker, tote bags. I used to open the merchandise at school, like
Oh, it's a printing
booth.
shop?
Yeah, it's not a shop, it's a booth. Like
Oh.
imagine like a booth, but I open at universities and schools. But then it eventually the turning point is when the PKP, the lockdown. I have nothing to do, but I know what I'm good at. But then I kind of say to myself, like, I've been selling people's merchandise and art for a long time. I think maybe I could give it a try. Like, why not? It's not easy when it comes to when you make a merchandise, you know, because you have to, like example, just the keychain. But then you have to make sure the sizing, make sure it doesn't cover your design at the back, you know, the writings, and what should you put on it. The hardest one is the end
Alright.
product also.
Which is the most difficult or most challenging merchandise you have produced before?
Yeah, I think it's the keychain because I'm
Keychain.
trying to get the effect that I want. Because keychain have a lot of effects, you know, like the plain one, the star, the holo, the rainbow.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I print it out, it's not as
Not the thing I
shiny
want.
as well. It's like that. It's not as bright, and then I have to print like another seller, another factory. It's not like how I wanted the end product.
So you keep switching.
Yeah, 6 factory already.
Oh, 6 factories.
And then people simply come and say, hey, can I have a contact number?
Just want to get the suppliers for you since you have discovered so many out there. So, and among the merchandises, where do you sell it normally?
Usually, I sell it in Shopee, but then I try to slow it down for a while. So I focus on the last time I only sell at KLIF. So and then it already sold out.
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
good,
produce
that's
back.
good.
So I focus more on collaboration.
So you do the packing, the
Yeah.
delivery all by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you mind like to share how many like quantity a month?
If you create one item, it requires like cost for you, right? Imagine like you have more than 15 items, so one item considered as like 100 here, 50 here. So there's all like
All
a
the
little
money.
this and that.
Yes.
Although it's just one, but when you add another design, it's already cost you another mark. Yeah.
Yes, it require like a minimum order quantity.
Yeah.
So one design you need to keep at least like let's say
Yeah.
50 pieces.
Yes.
Then 4 design will be there's the numbers there, 200. Alright. You have also collaborate with other well-known brands such as Family Mart, Dolly Dim Sum as well. So what do you look for an creative collaboration or partnerships, and what makes a collab meaningful for you?
I really love working with companies that really adore my illustrations. Like, it's like they really genuinely wanted my illustration to campaign. So yeah, I kind of feel like the message that they understand that the message that I try and deliver, because you know how I portray myself as like a Malaysian culture and food illustration. So it's just the right client that came to me, and I feel like that's the genuine feel that I feel that a collaboration for me should have.
Any specific brand or marketing campaign that you work with the brand you want to share with us?
Coming soon, it will be the Jaya Grocer. I will be making like almost similar like the isometric sticker. The previous one I made for the Busan Tourism Organization. So this will be the third isometric figure that I've done so far.
Personally, I'm a big fan of Family Mart as well. So, might to share something about the collaboration? What is it about? Right, and how was the result?
The staff there, it was so heartwarming. I've never met a client like that before. They won't answer in your messages like one piece, one message, one line. They will like answer like a lot, and the way they feel thankful for you doing that. So like respond in all the positive feedback. So if there's any problem, they will help me instead of I help them. I feel like more of they help me instead. So they're a very good client.
What was the collaboration about?
I made it Sampuraya,
Oh,
which is like this one,
Sampuraya.
Sampuraya.
Okay.
This one is Sampuraya. They have 3 inside one set. And then the other one is the isometric sticker. The one I make like a store
Isometric
inside
stickers.
the Family Mart store. And then they have to put one pieces inside by themselves. It's like more of a DIY sticker. And then you have to put the store, the rack, everything is inside that.
So how long was the campaign was like?
Oh, the campaign is still going on. The sticker still have. It's just that the duration that I do is only a month.
Balancing between personal expression with clients and the fans' expectations can be tricky. So how do you actually maintain the balance between crafting for yourself and for others?
Yeah, I do feel that sometimes, but I try to accept more of the project that kind of aligns what I want. So it kind of like the majority of it, I have the most client. I feel blessed because all of the clients are same goals of making like relate with Malaysian and food illustration, kind of like that.
So how do you manage the conversation?
Before I accept a certain job, I always ask what kind of drawing they want. Yeah, usually I kind of came across that people like wanted me to copy somebody's art. And I just rejected. I said, so sorry that maybe I could recommend someone else that looks similar to what they want. So that's enough for me to rest. We cannot do is like across the knee, right?
Have you faced issues with your artwork being like copied, all right? So, or maybe reposed without credit? As an artist, how do you protect your work while you share with the whole world?
Something that a lot of artists are struggle with, right? And like I feel like the only way that we decrease it, like put watermarks on your artworks and make a term and condition every time you want to deal with your client. But like people always say, right, if people stole your art, meaning like they catches your eye, your art catches their eye.
True. Well, positive, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, do you can like share with us one of the most unforgettable moments?
I kind of feel like my turning point that makes me go further is the first client that wanted me to make this drawing is the Nikki and Haru. Because that's like the first company that ever came to me. It's a small company. It's a personal company. But then because of that, everybody knows me. Because he make a sticker like every month which approach with my drawing art. So every time when they saw Nikki Haru, they will think of me.
Wow.
So I kind of feel thankful for that also.
How do you see actually social media play a good role in attracting fans or probably to get your name goes viral?
For me, social media is the most important platform for artists to start their career because it's like a portfolio for you, you know. It's a free tool marketing. Like it's such a waste that people don't use it.
Any secrets or any like experience that you can share with artists that would like to venture into this journey? How actually they can leverage the social medias?
Sure. I don't have the right to like give advice the right place, but I feel like I really need to tell about my art journey, how I started this in just 4 years. So at first, I just opened an account, my Instagram account, which I feel like I said, is the free tool marketing for your portfolio. And then second, try to follow that that inspires you. You know, we need that circle because if you do it alone, you won't go far. You need to see someone that you feel inspired so that you go further and you see their goal also. So let's just say for me, I really love to do something that relates with my culture. So I follow this community, involves that around me and try to give something of my own style. And then the third one, since you know who you follow, who you inspire, then you know what to draw. You will know what you want to do, what's your postings about. It could be about educational, it could be about tips and tricks, it could be about knowledge, it could be childhood memories. Then you will know what you're going to post on your postings, not just draw, because I believe like every people have their purpose. So we have to know what you want to deliver to the world.
Just like giving emotional values.
Yes.
Right. So to your fans or followers, to your community.
I believe like we have to do something that contributes to the community, and everybody must give benefits to others. That's the way of like everybody can be success, you know. There's no such thing as success alone. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
if you're success alone, like maybe you sit at home alone, I don't know.
Yeah,
we need somebody. Even I myself, I'm sitting here, everybody helped me. You know, the fans, families, everybody support me till this day and make me until now to today. Yeah.
Let's keep work aside. So what is actually your hobby in life when you're off work, all right, so that you can keep yourself recharged again?
I really like to go out with my kids, my family, like go jalan-jalan, like anywhere, hotels, staycation, like it gives you a new energy and scenery around you, you know. So at the same time, you also recharge yourself and go back home, and then
Family's moment. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Recently, I believe this would be one of the hottest topic among the creative community as well. So how do you see AI as a tool, or maybe as a good helper in your art, or probably in another way around?
I think like we can stop the new tech. We cannot stop the new tech generation, but I believe like we have to look on the bright side. We can assume as it's like our competitor. It makes us like no comfort zone. Like you know, you don't feel like you're in a comfort zone, and you feel like you want to race with them. So I believe like self-branding is important when it comes to. I mean nowadays we need self-branding a lot. That's the only way that we can keep up with the AI, because AI don't have that, right? We have to remember that people choose you because of you. So that's why I say self-branding is important. You know, when you love that person, you don't want to buy that stuff, but you buy because of that person. So I believe that if you show yourself more and you do more kindness and more positive, people will come to you automatically. Like I also feel blessed, like all the clients came to me instead of all the artists out there. So I feel like, oh, this is something nice. I feel like heartwarming inside. Sometimes I cry, you know, when a client came to me, and I was thankful for them. Why you come to me? So honored that you choose me instead of anybody else.
For artists actually who would like to turn their creativity into career, but they don't know how to start. So what's actually one piece of advice you would like to give to them from your own experience?
What I would say, like I say, contribute to the community in whatever you do. Just do something that help each other and give benefits to each other. I think that's what helps you grow more. Because I believe that, you know, if I inspire people and those that feel inspired will do the same. And it's like a multi-level, you know, 3 people, you know, like I inspired 3 people and those 3 people become someone. And then they become, and everybody, I believe that it affects in the future. So,
create a better world.
Yeah, that's why to me, contribute to the community is very important.
After investing so much of time and efforts, especially in Asian families, right? So they always ask, what is the long-term goal, all right, by venturing yourself into the industry. So especially when it comes to life practical needs, so like financial stability, settling down, and even family responsibilities. So how do you find the balance between pursuing your creative passions and at the same time managing your real life obligations?
If I say it's easy, it would be lie. Everything must be like, it's a disciplinary. You have to involve discipline because you need to balance, right? And then, but what I kept in one thing for me is like, I always make sure there's joy in everything that I do. More of a, like, I let go of I feel like cheerful, you know. So that's how it reflects what I draw. Even the Wonders name also was given by my husband because before we get married, he always say, you're full of wonder. He always say like that because I'm very cheerful. So when I started my account, I said, what should I give my name? And I was like, maybe Wonders of Eqa. So that's the starting of my name actually. How the perspective of how I see in life. No matter how hard I go through, it's always the joy inside me that say it's going to be okay. You will go through it. You will eventually end it, and it's going to be another one, but then it's okay.
How if your children one day say want to be an
like,
artist like your mom as well?
I have 2 children, so the number one say want to be like me. Because I always taught her like, do it your style, and it's okay to be wrong. There's no such thing as wrong in art, so you just do whatever you do. So let's just say she want to color the cow green also, I say yes, go ahead, there's no wrong in that. So eventually I taught her to be no insecure and no doubt. So I love how to see kids do arts because they have no insecures. So sometimes I learn from them also.
Flows,
yeah. So sometimes I also learn from them, they also learn from me. And if you give like a small paper, and that's the space that they're going to use, they don't feel like too small, they don't say it, they just draw like full the space. So I feel like, oh, no insecure.
How old is your children?
5 years old, but she's so good. She can draw like me.
I think this will be a very, very important message, alright? So for those, especially like new artists who are to enter into this journey. I know recently you actually participated in KL illustration fairs, right? So how is it you find the events and how it helps your career in business perspective or even in your fans building efforts?
It's a little bit of both. It was like kind of give you a lot of benefits when you open a booth there. So I really recommend it for everyone to do the same also and apply. It's like a jump start for everyone also.
Yeah, because as I know, it's required really a lot of effort, build it up. Yeah. But whether it's worth for you to invest your time.
Yeah, I think it's worth it for me, for my own self-branding. It's more of like self-branding, right? But for those who like wanted to just selling things, I don't think like it's a suitable event for them. It's more of a self-branding event.
Self-branding events. Yeah, make it like your own marketing campaign.
Yes.
So Eqa, can share with us what is your actually the schedules looks like and how you put your ideas into real life.
A tip for me, I would say, you know what you want to do, but you just don't know which one to do first. So what I do is like separate 2 columns in the paper. I mean, take a piece of paper and then you separate 2 columns. One is the easy and the hard. And then the easier one is the easiest until the easy. And the hard one is the hard to hardest. You list all the list to do that you feel like easy for you and the less easy, and then the hard and the hardest. Then you will know which one you're going to do first. Because when you do that, because you already let it out, you feel like a less burden for you inside your mind because you already listed. To me, listing is very important because when you write it down, it kind of lets go in your mind already because you already see the clear vision of what you want to do. So for me, because people love like small wins, so you just can't wait to tick the easiest one and then you release the hardest. So I believe like it can be done if you do that way.
So thank you so much for your time, Eqa. So it's been inspiring to hear how you actually build a joyful, meaningful life, meaningful creative journey. So while balancing life, families, and your art as well. So I'm really excited to see how your illustrations and your voice as a creators continue to grow and inspire others. So if you are into creator stories, insights on creators, economies, and tips on protecting your intellectual properties and IP monetization as well. So don't forget to subscribe Steve, the all-in-one e-commerce software specially for creators. Thank you so much for tuning in.
There's something special about art that feels like a warm hug. And that's exactly what Eqa brings to the world. Throughout our conversation, I keep thinking how beautifully she blends the quiet strength of homemaking and the spark of creative joy into something so charming, so personal, and yet so relatable. What moved me most was her honesty, not just about her process, but about the realities of building a creative career from home, on her own terms. Whether she's designing stickers, collaborating with beloved local brands, or simply sketching over a cup of coffee, Eqa reminds us that there's real power in small moments. Hope her story inspires anyone who has ever felt unsure where to begin to just start with heart.